Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Laura Train Mama. Today we're having a look at the first story contained within the Thomas & Friends Annual for the year 2024. This story is called Hide and Surprise. Enjoy. On the island of Sodor, the sun was shining and it was the perfect day for a game of hide and surprise. Only Diesel wasn't happy because he was losing. Every time he found a hiding space, Percy would find him. Behind the haystack, in front of a bush, even behind a carriage. Percy found Diesel wherever he hid. Slippery slip switch, grumbled Diesel. For the next round, Diesel was determined to find the best hiding spot on the island. He jumped onto a barge at Brenham Docks and hid between some crates. Hee, Percy will never find me here, he giggled. Little did he know, he had accidentally loosened the barge ropes. The barge was now floating out of the docks. When Diesel peeped around the crates to see where Percy was, he was surprised to see he was bobbing up and down in the middle of the sea. Rusty rail spikes, Diesel cried out. Meanwhile, Percy had been looking everywhere for Diesel, and Thomas was helping too. Cranky noticed that one barge was missing, and he quickly told Percy and Thomas. So, Diesel might be hiding on the missing barge, gasped Percy. We've got to find him. Poor Diesel could see his friends from way out at sea, but they couldn't see him. I'm finally winning at hide and surprise, but I just want to get back on land, Diesel told a passing seagull. Poor Diesel tried his hardest to get back to the docks, but it was no use. He just couldn't stretch or jump far enough to make it safely onto land. He even tried to flap up and down like a seagull, but he only made a dusty mess. Nuts and bolts, said Diesel. I'm in big trouble. Diesel suddenly felt very silly for taking the game so seriously. Lucky for Diesel, his friends were not about to give up on him. High up in the sky, Harold whooshed over the floating barge. Ahoy there, Diesel, Harold shouted down. I hear you could do with some help. Harold threw down a rope and heaved and pulled and heaved and pulled. But the barge was heavy and the rope went snap. I'm going to be on this barge forever, said Diesel. I miss my friends. When Diesel had almost given up hope, he noticed something in the distance. It was Bulstrode, with Percy and Thomas on board. Found you, giggled Percy, as they rescued a very grateful Diesel. When they were safely back at the docks, Diesel was very happy to be on dry land again. We're glad we found you, said Percy. Your hiding place really was a surprise. And I have never been so happy to lose at hide and surprise, giggled Diesel. The end. That brings us to the end of the story, Hide and Surprise. I really hope that you enjoyed listening along with me today, and if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with a friend if you want to, and why not come back for the next story, which will be tomorrow. Have a great day.